All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New York Giants. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
You ready?
Check, 59. Here we go, D.
Hey, lock it.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Under 10.
Hey, high 7. Go.
On second down, McNair. He's got the rookie, Preston Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready?
Mike 29. It's going to be a long day. That's going to be a...
First down, here's White. White's got a first down and more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll be brought down at the... after a pickup of 4. 4
yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to... Get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 60 or. 80 weapon. Let's go.
On second down now. It's White, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Set, ready? 10 Tucson.
36. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Bravo.
Watch 36.
Go.
36 to Mike.
From the gun, here's McNair. And he'll find Hall. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
He's not going to get me.
Get it.
Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Shoot.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Big grip. Big grip.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Set up. 10 Lobo.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check, check, check. Say,
Side.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
4-7's the mic, 4-7's the mic. Good track, good track.
4 step.
Following the fumble recovery, McNair has got it to Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Patriots 14, Giants nothing.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter. Look at me. Door. Hit it.
Here's Warner. And that's intercepted. It's the all-pro corner, Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. McNair. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcus Golden able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. McNair to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Undercross. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. It'll be Warner on 1st down. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Get ready. Switch. Check 13.
Twist on him, grab it.
Jumper. 6 guys.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Ready? 60 on. Look, squeeze.
Watch safety green.
Rock it. Switch. 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Warner. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Jet bomber, jet bomber.
Switch.
Hey, Echo.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Ready.
36 the mic. I got you, pump. Check the backer.
X3, 218, chopper. Head up.
On second down, it's White. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's get the ball.
Let's go.
On third down, McNair. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Come on.
Hey, Sam off. Now. Ready.
To throw on second down, Warner. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, lock it.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got some space here. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it. No, this is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up in the 24.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Five. 54. Mike 54. Gone.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Go.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They run the draw play. This is White. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Leo.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Check safety.
61, matchbox light. Hey, orbit.
56. Months 56. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Let's go.
Warner to throw. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Go.
He's checking crowd.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, McNair. And it's caught. Safarian Jenkins with a Patriots touchdown. Austin Safarian Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, Not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Saquon Barkley running right. He's got room to run past the 20. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 51 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
On the run, it's Barkley. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready, set, recon, 132 fighter.
54, watch 54. Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Haywood. Down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Okay, ready?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm scared.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hard. Let go.
Warner from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Rosas puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Smith. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McNair. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Mike.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. So we got man.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. New New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, Zoo.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Hey, watch the leg. Let's go.
From the gun, McNair. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Warner. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Giants on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch the shit. Kill.
Look at me. Zipper.
56 to Mike.
Zoo.
Now a give, right side. Barkley. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Rock it. Go out.
Kill.
Be grip.
On 4th down, Warner. It's caught, Shepard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. On first down, Barkley, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 22 jet bomber.
Crunch. Jet. Tighten up.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Warner. Catch made by Slayton. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. and it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So this will wind up a victory.